Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel ML English Tutorials. Today I am taking class 12 last poem, that is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. It is written by Adrienne Rich, and Adrienne Rich, whose complete name is Adrienne Cecile Rich, and she was born in 1929 and she died in 2012. American poet she is. She is an essayist as well as feminist, one who fights for the rights of women. That is a feminist and one of the most widely read and influenced poet of second half of the 20th century. I am talking about Adrienne Rich. She talks about the women experience in her married life, as well as she has tried to explore the inner feeling of a woman who is living under the dominance of a man. Dominance here means जो अपने हस्बैंड के डोमिनेंस में रहती है या अपने हस्बैंड की हर सही और गलत हर चीज़ को एग्जैक्टली शी और फॉलोज. So and this aunt the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the foundations context of the married life and a woman experiences. And now if I come on the actual reading of the recitation of the poem, let us start with the first stanza. Yes, the first stanza is here in front of you. Some words are also underlined. Their meanings I will be telling you in between. So come on the line to line recitation now. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz, dungeons of a world of green. They don't fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in the sleek, jubilaric certainty. From the rhyme scheme, it is very simple to recognize. Screen, green, A, tree, certainty, tree, certainty. So it's B. So the rhyming scheme in this stanza is A, B. Very simple to recognize. Normally in class 12th, the examiner rarely asks rhyming scheme. They focus on figure of speech more and the difficult meanings or the phrasal meanings. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance. Prance here means jump across a screen. It means they are handmade or embroidered. The poet is describing here a lady whom she addresses. Her name is Aunt Jennifer and she is calling it the Aunt Jennifer's tigers. It doesn't mean the tigers are in the living form and they are pets of Aunt Jennifer. They are actually embroidered by Aunt Jennifer. Maybe Aunt Jennifer is fond of embroidery or painting or some sort of this hobby. So she has embroidered these tigers and they are across the screen. Across the screen, she says that Aunt Jennifer is doing embroidery on a piece of cloth or on a wall hanging. She has designated it with a very beautiful tigers which are running fearlessly in the world of green, in the forest. Let me make it clear to you. Tigers are embroidered tigers. They are on the wall. They are painted. They are on a screen. Fine. And their color is bright topaz. Bright topaz means they are as bright as the topaz is. Topaz is a yellow colored stone. So the tigers and their brightness and their color is compared with tiger. So comparison between the two, where one quality is common, that is yellow color. So here metaphor figure of speech has been used. Kindly underline it. It's bright topaz and metaphor figure of speech has been used. Fine. Dungeons are called the animals. So these animals belong to forest. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. It means these Aunt Jennifer is afraid. Fine. Aunt Jennifer has some sort of fear in his heart. But the tigers embroidered by him, drawn by him or painted by him are fearless. they have no fear, even the fear of any man. They have no fear even the men standing under the tree, but the tigers are fearless, and they pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Chivalric certainty, repetition of c consonant. So here what it will be? Alliteration. So in your answer you will be writing, here is alliteration figure of speech with which words? Chivalric certainty, and you will underline c also. So they pace in, they move with some courteous और स्टैंडर्ड वे ऑफ वॉकिंग दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम अ टाइगर. वो जो प्राइड होता है टाइगर के अंदर, वो जो होना चाहिए एक स्टैंडर्ड वे ऑफ वॉकिंग, वो उस वे से वॉक कर रहा है. वॉक करना, दिस इज जस्ट इमेजिन, दिस इज अ पेंटिंग वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. फाइन. बट जो उसने उसका एक जेस्चर जो मूवमेंट लिया है टाइगर का, इट इज लाइक दैट ओनली. Fine. Hopefully this stanza is clear. She says that they appear bright yellow in green backdrop. They are fearless and they are not affected by even the presence of man who is beneath the tree, under the tree. They are fearless and they are not affected by the presence of man. So here we sense the contrast of behavior between the tiger and the ant. Tiger is afraid, but the ant is afraid, but the tigers drawn by ant are fearless. Fine. Dear students, let's move on the second stanza now, that is in front of you. Hopefully first is clear. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hands. Let us talk about line to line explanation. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering, please underline it. It is repetition of again a consonant, and that is F. So what here the figure of speech will be alliteration. And in Hindi we call it Anupras Alankar. So Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering through her wool, means the fingers are fluttering, fingers are moving. She is so expert in embroidery work. But when she was moving, fluttering here means the trembling. Here the poetess describes the fear of Aunt Jennifer, that is for her husband. She says that while she is doing her work of embroidery, although this is her passion, her fingers are quivering or shaking, and that is because of the fear generated by husband in the family. Her husband doesn't approve her hobby of embroidery. Therefore, her fingers are fluttering, her fingers are trembling while she is weaving it. Find even the ivory needle. Here is that is the metal used to make this needle. जिस धागे, जिस सुई से या जिस भी अपने वो यूज़ करके, वो मेटल को यूज़ करके वो उसको निडल को काम कर रही है. एंड इट इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर हर टू पुल. ऑल्दो निडल के साथ दोज हु नो द एम्ब्रॉयडरी वर्क, दे नो वेरी वेल, इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल. अगर उसका हॉबी है तो इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल टू पुल. बट हियर फॉर आंट जेनिफर इट इज़ वेरी टफ टू, वेरी हार्ड टू पुल, because in her mind there is a fear of husband. And the messy weight of uncle's wedding band. Here the messy weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So from these two lines are telling you how difficult Aunt Jennifer's life is, because she is married and she is in the foundations that are planned by, that are forced by husband. Then here she says that it is a kind of burden for her to wear this ring even, means she is not happy with her married life. She has been tortured by husband so much that even the wedding ring, hardly it will be of 3 to 4 gram, but still its weight is for heavy and it is very tough for her to carry it. Gift for her seems like a burden for her. She has faced so many difficulties in her life that even the ring, the little ring, you can imagine एक रिंग में बहुत कम वेट होता है, बट यहाँ पर वेट कौन सा है? वो मेंटल प्रेशर है. Fine, that is clearly visible through these two lines Aunt Jennifer has portrayed in front of us. So now sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So it is very tough for Aunt Jennifer to carry this burden anymore. And here from these lines also we can we can easily come to know that the husband is of dominating behavior. Come on the last stanza now. The rhyming scheme in the second stanza we have already discussed. It is A A B B, and in our finger fluttering alliteration is there. Third stanza now. When Aunt Jennifer is dead, her terrified hands will lie, not telling lie. It is like lie means it will become still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tiger in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. The poet Adrian Rich here says that one can easily sense Aunt's desire for freedom and fearlessness through the above paragraph. Now, this third one, through her design of tiger. The tigers that she has made are fearless, but fear is in her mind. So further she said that it is not possible for Aunt to achieve this freedom during her lifetime, but she will attain it only after her death. This is the irony of life. पूरा लाइफ वो लेडी स्ट्रगल करती है और अपना ऐसे लाइफ को निकाल देती है, बट शी इज़ क्वाइट श्योर कि इवन आफ्टर माई डेथ आई विल गेट फ्रीडम. She will be tied up with shackles in the form of her husband's wedding ring. The ring was the sole proof of her torture, which she had faced from her husband. Fine, the ordeals, she still ringed with the ordeals, means she herself, the ring is here telling the ring of the life, means she cannot come out of the ring and the hardships of life that are mastered by husband. The tiger in the panel, but still it will keep on prancing. They are proud and unafraid. On the other hand, the tigers that are designed by, that are embroidered by Aunt Jennifer, will always depict her desire of living a fearless life, because these tigers are jumping, they are proud enough and they are brave. So a fearless life by jumping proudly and bravely on the piece of paper, they are telling the desire of Aunt Jennifer, like how she want to live. Rhyming scheme, if I talk about, that is again A A B B, difficult words. Here the ordeals are the hardships of life. Panel here is the screen or the wall on which Aunt Jennifer is embroidering, and then prancing here is jumping. Proud we know very well, unafraid is fearless. And the repetition of P in the last line, that is prancing, proud, that is telling you that here the use of alliteration. Means in almost in this poem we have the use of alliteration only, and at one place there was metaphor, and that's all about the poem. I believe the poem is clear to you. If so, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the like button. Thank you very much.